a big ass spider. And I don't mean like a tiny little spider that, seemed really big for me. No, I saw a big ass daddy long legs spider right next to my pillow. And my mom tried to kill it with the broom, but I have no idea where it went. I don't know if it's dead and it fell like between the headboard and the mattress, or if it's still roaming around my bed. But I'm the one that has to sleep in this tonight. And right now the couch is sounding really tempting because there's no way I'm getting into bed with big ass spiders walking around. The apartment is really dusty and kinda dirty after 3 months of me not being here. So I think I'm gonna start cleaning the bed and washing the sheets and everything and making sure there's no more spiders around, because I can't do this. I have no issue like killing spiders in the house. I mean, I live alone, so I sort of have to be the one to kill spiders, but I'm already like feeling things crawling around my skin. I think that's gonna be the first step. It's gonna be cleaning and washing my bed and making sure there's nothing that can bother me tonight while I sleep. And then I will just get to the rest of the house. Maybe not today, because it's already 6 p.m. I spent the entire day around with my mom and it's already quite late. I'm quite tired, so I don't think I'm gonna be cleaning the entire apartment today. But at least the bed, so I can get in it tonight, because otherwise I'm gonna be sleeping in the couch. And I wouldn't mind that. To put you into context, the spider was right here. My mom tried to like kill it with the broom and there was no spider. So I don't know if it fell right behind it and it's still alive or if it's dead. It has to be somewhere. So I'm gonna have to move everything and see the surprise. Apologies for any screams you might hear in this vlog. Hopefully none. A bit overwhelmed with everything that I need to do. I'm also kind of thinking of reorganizing the entire space. Maybe even, I don't know if this could look good. I don't know if I would like it. I don't know if it's very feng shui. But I was thinking of getting this bed that's currently in the middle of the room. And as you can see, there's not really like a lot of space to like walk from the door to like the other space that I have here beside the window. So I was thinking of perhaps moving the bed right to like the window and then having this big space between the wardrobe, the door and the bed, just for stuff. I might even build like a makeup table or something. Like the design of this house is something that I've been thinking about ever since I bought it 3 years ago, and as you can see, it's still very like empty in a lot of corners, and I don't really know what to do with it because I have a lot of ideas that I like, but since my budget is very limited, I've been, postponing thinking deeply about this and buying stuff and everything because, oh, what if I buy this thing and I spend the money on it and then I regret it and I don't like it? And, I don't really want to buy stuff that I'm not gonna use or find, or enjoy it around the place. So I don't want to waste money just on stuff around the house. So I want to be very sure about the design that I want and about the things that I want to buy. And it's been 3 years since I bought the apartment and it's not really, it's very empty. It's very minimalist right now. And I like this look. I'm one of those places that likes white and beige and not really having a lot of color around. Sue me. I like this color palette. It's not distracting to me. I get very easily overwhelmed and distracted when there's a lot of stuff and colors and textures around. So I want to keep my place very practical without overwhelming the space, especially because it's a very small apartment. It's a 50 square meter apartment. I don't want to like overwhelm the walls and the space and everything. I want it to feel as big as possible while still looking nice. I don't know, maybe since I have plans to clear this stuff out to find the spider, I might try and move the bed to the window and see how that looks and see how I feel about that. I think it's not very feng shui, as I said, because I think you're not supposed to like put things right beside windows and doors, I think. But I don't know, I'm gonna try and see if I like it. If not, I'll just move everything to the same place, because it might not work. But I might like having a bit more space in this room. Home owning problems, which are very first world problems, to be honest. He's a bit scared right now, so I will present him to you guys when he gets used to the place. It's actually his second time here. The owners are a really lovely couple who always go on holidays during the August month. And last year they contacted me through this app called Rover. If any of you guys are looking for any side hustles that are easy, that involve, pet sitting or like taking dogs on walks and stuff like that, this app is really good and safe. I started using it last year just to try it out, and I don't know if it was because I made my profile, I think it was in July, so it was like the peak summer season, and I had, no reviews, no anything, but I started getting clients straight away. I think I got my first client after my first week with my profile set up. Like, I was not expecting much to come out of it, but I was actually surprised, and I'm still doing this as a sort of side hustle while I figure out what I want to do with my life. And so far it's been really good. I've had, I think, around 10 to 15 clients since then, because I don't really rely on this sort of income to like help me throughout the year, because people usually only need pet sitters when it comes to like the holidays, Christmas, summer, Easter maybe. So yeah, those are the peak months and seasons when people tend to contact me to take care of their pets. So yeah, just throwing an idea out there. If any of you guys are able to do this, if you have your own space, or even if you don't have your own space, you can still dog walk. If you're in a city, I feel like it's easier to get clients because, there's more people in there. And yeah, if you like animals, this is a really good way to make easy money. Easy in that sense. If you're good with pets, if you don't mind taking care of them, then it's an easy way to make money, to be honest. And this is Mil's second time staying with me, with the only difference that my cats are not here this time. Last time my cats were in this same apartment, and I had to figure out a whole setup to make sure there was no bloodbath. But this time he's going to be like a king with the entire place to himself. But yeah, he's a bit scared right now. They only brought him an hour ago, so he still needs to get used to the place. And to me, I don't think he remembers me from last year. know this supermarket is really popular with tourists, which we Spanish people find super funny. Because for us, it's just another supermarket. What I like about Mercadona is that it has a great selection of gluten and lactose-free stuff. So we Spanish people like the supermarket, but it's really funny how tourists that come to Spain become sort of like, I don't know, like they're coming to a tourist attraction when they come to this supermarket. It's very funny. If you didn't know this, just look up Mercadona on TikTok and you'll see what I'm talking about. So I've got a goal for this year, and I planned this at the very beginning when you start planning your New Year's resolutions and all of that. And one of them for me was to learn how to cook 20 new recipes. And obviously, since I've been away for a few months, I haven't been able to start getting to that yet. And I figured, since my top favorite cuisines right now are Korean and Filipino, I might as well just learn how to make some Korean and Filipino foods and meals and recipes. And since that's not enough of a challenge, I also wanted to start removing gluten and lactose completely from my diet, because I'm pretty sure that gluten, I've said this in some previous vlogs, but I'm pretty sure that gluten is the main cause for some of my skin concerns. Starting from today, I'm gonna be cooking Korean and Filipino inspired recipes, because there's some ingredients that I'm not sure if I'm gonna be able to find here in Spain. And also gluten and lactose-free meals. Pray for me. But yeah, really great finds today. I was able to find the majority of the more specific Korean ingredients that I needed. There's some really great Asian supermarkets here in Barcelona. I went a bit overboard in Mercadona and bought some things that weren't on my grocery list, and I don't really need them right now. And everything was already quite heavy, so I figured I'm just gonna go home, store this in the kitchen, and go get the rest of the things that I need tomorrow or some other day. Also, do you know when you're so used to doing something that you sort of do it on autopilot without really thinking about it? That was me getting these ramen packs. They were an offer, I didn't even think about it, and I just got them, but obviously they're not gluten-free. That's the first fail in my goal, but I think I'm just gonna make this today and eat the other one tomorrow and then actually start the diet. For some reason, I thought tteokbokki would be harder to make, but the only thing you need, according to the recipe I'm following, is soy sauce, garlic powder, some sugar, and also gochujang. Apparently that's all you need, and some water as well. The recipe says to make some kelp water, I think, but I couldn't find any kelp, so I'm just using plain old water, which the recipe said you could use, but it could be a bit less flavory. And then obviously you need the rice cakes, but like as far as ingredients go, it seems to be very easy. And for some reason, I didn't know that. I thought the recipe would be more tedious to make. And if it's this easy, I'm gonna make this so many times because I love tteokbokki. If you've seen my South Korea vlogs, you'll know I love tteokbokki so much. So yeah, I'm gonna try and see what comes out of this. 그래 너 요새 너 조금 이상해졌어 자꾸만 시도 때도 없이 시무룩하고 고민이 생겼니 초등학교 영어 수업 시간에 배웠었던 현재 진행형 같아 하루에 10번 내 맘이 움직여 이상하고 아름다운 느낌이 좋아 This looks really good. I think the sauce is a bit thick, so I think next time I'm gonna let it simmer for less time, but it looks really good and it smells really good as well. But we're gonna try the taste because the taste is the most important part. Oh, this is really good. Oh my god, I love tteokbokki. I like the chewy texture of the rice cakes. I'm definitely missing some, like the fish, what's it called? Like the fish thing that they add to the tteokbokki. I think it's fish cakes. Also, I think the kelp water would have definitely added some more flavor to this. But it's still good. Next time I think I'm going to try and find the fish cakes and the kelp broth to make this like much more authentically. But right now, quite good. Well, there's nothing that says, welcome back home. You're in Spain, like witnessing a theft. And honestly, what was that train ride? It happened right in front of me. I was working on my laptop doing some edits for the next vlog. And I saw out of the corner of my eye a guy that just randomly appeared as the train was, moving. And he sat like in the seat in front of mine. I thought nothing of it in that moment, but I did notice that he came out of nowhere. But I just continued working, I didn't think anything of it. And then I just saw again out of the corner of my eye how he got up after a few minutes, got like a bag that was on top of the seats, but not like on top of his own seat. It was in the seats right beside him. And he got like a bag and just walked down the corridor and left. And again, I thought nothing of it. I just continued working. But like I did see it out of the corner of my eye. And then after a while, a couple that was sitting right under where the bag was, they started, looking a bit frantic, like they were looking for something. And in that moment, I realized the guy might have taken their bag. So I told them, I was like, are you looking for a bag? Because I just saw a guy that, took something from above you and just left that way. And yeah, it was their backpack. So this is just it's not to scare you guys, like it shouldn't be this way, but we are so used to these things happening in Spain at this point that we're sort of used to it. These people don't tend to be violent. One of them got a bit like defensive when they went to face him and stuff. They did end up getting everything back, like their bag and also their phone, which they had also taken. They got everything back. Thankfully, the police was called. The train stopped at the next station, and the driver agreed to not open the doors until the police came in. And the police took the guys. Apparently, there were 3 of them in the train working together to, steal stuff. These people, they tend to work in pairs or in groups, and they tend to look for things or people that look distracted. This couple, for example, they said that they were half asleep when it happened. So yeah, they were very calm. The guy saw that they were, they were not paying a lot of attention, so he just took the opportunity and took the bag. Just be aware, if you come to Spain at any point, this is the way things are right now. It's the way things have been for a while. Again, it shouldn't be this way. We Spaniards are already used to paying attention to our stuff and our surroundings when we're out and about, just in case, because these things happening. Welcome to Spain, I guess. This did not happen in Asia, man. I felt so carefree when I was in Korea, not worrying about these things. And now that I'm back, well, back to business as usual.